Hello all, good morning, Jairam here. Welcome to Almas Market Morning. So dollars unabated rally continues, and lots of data confirming that this rally is fundamentally very well founded. Yesterday's core PC inflation, which Fed tracks closely for guiding its monetary policy, rose at the fastest pace in 1991 at 4.1 on a year-on-year basis. Surprisingly, consumption has also gone up despite higher prices. So, which means the consumption sector, rather the consumption is supporting the economy much more. Then we had minutes from the Federal Reserve where more and more members are in favor of speeding up the elimination of central bank's bond buying program. And participants actually stressed that maintaining flexibility to implement appropriate policy adjustments on the basis of risk management consideration should be a guiding principle in conducting policy. So that's again support. Then trade deficit came lower than expected. Durable goods numbers were higher than expected. And a telling number was jobless claims for the week ended November 13, where it came at 1,99,000, dropping by 71,000. This is the lowest number since 1969. So, based on all these, actually, analysts are now upgrading US growth for the fourth quarter. Perhaps for the full year also, it will be adjusted higher. So, equity markets were neutral because they are already, probably factored in lots of positives. But dollar also, to an extent, has moved quite a bit already on these factors. But I feel there can be some more room. Apart from the positive factors of the US economy, dollar is also helped by the negatives from the Europe, like the corona cases increasing, dovish stance from the ECB president, etc. But that all is not really bad in Europe because it's inflation is not just in the US. Even Europe is having a record inflation, and it won't take much time to dollar to reverse if they speak differently with inflation coming continuously higher. So we need to be on guard for the stance that the ECB will take. Other news from Europe, which has not been well covered in the overall broad dollar bullish environment, is that ECB unions are seeking a wage hike in view of the inflation. So this can be further pressure on inflation. And wage inflation is something that no central bank like. European PMIs have actually held up very well, despite all the negative news flowing around. Yesterday's Germany IFO came slightly lower, but not very big downbeat. So I think not. One more thing is that the coalition government in Germany is going to be formed much earlier than what many pessimistic predictions had been giving out. The three parties and the negotiators have shown a very professional and focused approach to bringing the three blocks together, and might very well be a new government will be in place very soon. These are some positives from Europe which have been not in the radar of the traders. So because the bullish trend of the dollar is very much intact, I would say that these taper, maybe higher taper, and then some rate hikes, these are probably almost getting priced into the current dollar price. Technically, I would say the level at 1.1050, which is the bottom of the 20-year long euro dollar trend line, that should hold. So we may have another 1% down possibility on the euro, or the dollar index at 97.70 is also similarly 61.8% of the entire down move that we had seen. So we are close to some inflection points on the technical side. Fundamentals could be turning better for other countries. There have been rate hikes in other countries, but like New Zealand, or Korea today. But these rate hikes have been met with those currencies being sold off. So I think this is only in the bullish environment for the dollar that could be reversed in due course, I feel. On the oil, reports suggest that OPEC may not be pausing the output increase, but very conflicting with what we heard yesterday. So oil is really not moving much. Another news about Germany is that the German coalition has actually turned on Merkel's request for lockdown of the country. UK also saw a very good order book build up in the manufacturing sector. So all is not bad outside US. Yeah, that's about the dollar. And on India, nothing new to suggest, except that I think more and more people have resigned to rupee not moving out of this range. So at higher levels, we are still seeing selling. Yesterday, we heard large corporate also selling big amount. But the more this gets absorbed, the more chance of rupee catching up at some point of time. I'm still slightly bullishly biased towards USD INR. Also, the investors into India are looking at more and more politically driven decisions in the coming months as the BJP looks to keep its foothold in UP and other state elections. One more thing that the dollar rupee bears may keep in mind is the Star Health IPO, which is coming up next week. But other than that, I think there's no major inflows expected. I guess as we step into the last few days of the month into December, USD are likely to move higher. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, JK. USD rules almost all the currencies post Fed minutes, which it indicated that Fed may increase rates earlier if inflation persists. USD traded almost 1 year high against Euro and 5-year high against Yen. That's a significant moves. USD Treasury yield continues to move higher. 10-year yield is at 1.6514 and 2-year yield is at 0.64. So basically, market have started pricing in that in coming days, the people will keep talking about increasing rates. Crude oil consolidated post up move after SPR release news and now awaiting response to the response of OPEC with respect to the US-led release. It's possible that they might hold the supply increase in their next meeting. Maybe they can hold the supply increase from January because they believe this kind of action can create surplus in the crude oil market. India 10-year bond yield closed at 6.37, exactly mid of the range of 6.34 to 6.40. Now investors will await response to tomorrow auction, which is scheduled on Friday. Cryptocurrencies prices have fallen sharply in India on the domestic exchanges. They moved 10 to 20%. In all currencies fell by 10 to 20% in Indian rupee terms post the news that the new bill related to cryptocurrencies will be introduced in the winter session, which is starting on 29th November. That's all from me. Thanks a lot. This is Pankaj.